Hello everyone, I am just checking. Hello, I am just checking. Can you say if everything is working fine, if you see me, if you hear me well? I'm going to start the live connection that we announced for today in 2 minutes. So let me know if you hear me well. Muchas gracias. So I think that everything is working fine. So welcome. If you have any questions or comments, please write them on the comments so I can answer your questions. Today I'm going to speak about Master Your Feminine Energy, which is a program that we're going to start very soon, the 13th of this month, so next Tuesday. And the program's name, it is Master Your Feminine Energy. So if you have any doubts about it, any questions that you would like to be answered, this is the moment. Master Your Feminine Energy, it is a program of 11 weeks. So we're going to be meeting every Tuesday for an hour and a half. And we're going to be working very deeply, every week in a different aspect. We're also going to have some extra Sunday classes that are going to be about dancing, breathing, depending on what is needed for the participants to help them to integrate the wisdom that we've been working during the week. So the connection is going to be through Zoom, and I'm going to be there with you every Tuesday. Hola Fabia. So again, if you have any questions, any doubts, I would be very glad to answer them. Since there's yet no question, I would start with the post set Find Your Inner Power. And also, since it is meant to answer the possible questions like, why should I enroll this program? What is this Master Your Feminine Energy about? Well, I guess that the easiest way to talk about it is to refer to my personal experience. The moment I felt that I wanted to be part of this program as a participant a year ago was the fact that I was feeling very deeply that I needed to be outside, like there was something inside of me that needed to be outside, that I could do. And I felt inside this cage that afterwards I understood that was my own cage, my own limitations. And that was my first impulse to join the program, because it is intended to find your inner power, and it is also intended to, in a very down-to-earth way. So it is not hippie things that we do. It is about something very down-to-earth, very practical. And in my experience, I was one of these people that was always holding back. Like I was the one helping the others to be great, but I was not taking care of myself and my own desires and my own wishes and my own, yeah, needs. I was believing that I was holding that space for the others, but I was holding back myself. So I realized that thanks to this program, there were many things that I wanted to do for myself, and many things that I felt that I was really good at, but that I was not doing because I was so scared and I was feeling so much shame inside that made me believe that I was not able. I was thinking to myself, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? I have nothing to say. I have nothing to give to the people to be inspired. So I didn't do it. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to do things like this one, like doing a live and like guiding this program. That would be the second time. This is the second edition in English. So for me, being able to be here right now and to be guiding the second edition of Master Your Feminine Energy, it is a huge step, and it's been a great success because it is giving a lot to the people. Because when we start this program, the first thing that we do is actually to ask ourselves, what do we want? I don't know if you ask yourself very often that question, but I was not asking that question to myself very often. So I didn't know what I wanted, I didn't know what I liked and what I needed. And paradoxically, I was waiting for the others to fulfill my needs, but I didn't even know what these needs were. So I was acting from a kind of automatic way. I was having my relationships with my friends, partner, and colleagues from this completely unawareness about myself, about who I was, about what I wanted to do or to say or to be. So one of the things that Master Your Feminine Energy can bring you is the fact of getting in touch with yourself, of really asking you these questions about yourself that can really open that door to be able to acknowledge this feminine energy that we all have, as well as the masculine energy, and together be able to be there for yourself and also be there for the other. So for me, the main thing that I can say is that it has given me the possibility to be here now doing something that I really like, doing something that I really felt that I could be good at, but that I was not doing because I was so scared and so ashamed. And right now I can say that I still have shame and I'm still scared before just pushing the button to go live in this Instagram live connection. My heart was beating so fast. And I can say that this happens all the time. Every time that I have a class, every time that I have a live or that I have to prepare a video, my heart starts rising. And right now I can feel that this is just life and passion and excitement going through me, and it is not anymore this paralyzing attitude, that emotion that comes to me, and I suddenly feel that I have nothing to offer to the world. And thanks to Master Your Feminine Energy, I am also going little by little to every aspect of myself that it is actually holding me back. That's why I was saying at the beginning that this is something very down to earth, because we are going to be having tools and meditations and contemplations that are going to give us the possibility to really connect with those things that are holding us back. And also at the same time acknowledging that we have desires, that there's a lot of things that we want to do, but we haven't even asked the question to ourselves. We haven't even been able to say it out loud to ourselves. So this is a possibility that I am offering you through this program. Do you really want to listen to yourself? To act in life? To have the energy and the be able to focus so that you can really make these steps, take these steps and make the decisions that you feel that are in the way that you want to reach, so that they are approaching you to your objective, that you are moving, this sense of moving, you know. Right now I am here talking to you and maybe there's only 4 or 3 people connected, but only by me being here and being able to talk, this is something huge for me. This is a very big step for me. So sometimes we do not take chances, and this for me is taking a chance. It's taking a risk, because I am exposing myself. I am here and I can have the power right now to just be here, be myself, and share whatever I have inside with you. So this is one of the things that Master Your Feminine Energy is about, because finding this inner power and being yourself in the world has nothing to do with the others, has all to do with yourself. And once you are finding every time more and more peace with yourself, you discover that you can share with the others, and there's something great happening there. But as well, it is very important, which is something that I think that it is the clue for empowerment, the fact of giving the importance to taking action. You know, because sometimes if you've done personal growth, we have this tendency to do it all on our own, meditating, and we discover so many things inside. But if these things don't have a consequence, like an action, that if they don't bring you to do something in your life towards an objective that you have, then the process is not complete. Then you will grow till a certain extent, but you will be missing something, because empowerment comes from the fact, the moment that you start taking chances and discovering and learning from the chance you took. You know, maybe there's this thing that you want to get, or for instance this life, maybe I would like to have 20, 30, I don't know, 100 people watching me right now, and I could be feeling, oh, I only have 4, so this is not good enough, this is a failure. But no, just the fact of me being here and looking to the past and say, hey, a few months ago I wouldn't be able to do that. It wouldn't make sense. And right now it feels like very liberating to be able to be here having this conversation with you. So I am happy. I am happy that I have learned the importance not only to observe myself and to ask myself the right questions, and to be brave enough to answer them, but I am always also capable of being here right now and doing this live Instagram in front of all of you and being exposed and sharing myself, no matter what the results are. So this is for me an example of what's inner power. When you can do something you really believe and you can just do it because you feel it inside that it is going to be great and that you can do it, and show it to yourself and show it to the world. And I feel great. It feels very nice, actually. So I wanted to share a little bit of my experience so that you can understand that it is not something super complex that we cannot understand. Anna is asking, why do you think Master Your Feminine Energy is such a powerful and special program? Well, first of all, because it is very deep, and it is very, let's say, it's been designed in every detail. And it is not only about the classes, the moments that we're going to join through Zoom, but it is also a work that it is done every day, because every day I'll be connecting with a group, I'll be meditating on the group, and it's like a summary of all the discovery and the experience that women can live through life. So it has a lot of wisdom in it, and it gives the possibility to create a community of women that they all have the same, I would say, fears, shames, insecurities, but also the same light part, so the same interests, the same will, the same power. They want to get better, they want to be better, they want to be in the world, they want to do something great. And this something great can just be feel good inside and be yourself and share it with the world. I think that we all are, first of all, in need of a group of people that really sees us for the way we are. And this is something that Master Your Feminine Energy gives, like a community where you can be yourself and where you can share your darkest secrets, and you know that everyone can get you, everyone can understand you, that it is a shared feeling. So you don't feel isolated, you don't feel alone, because you are part of this movement and you understand that this is not just you, it is about the ocean that we are all together. So I think that it is about the wisdom, it is about creating a group, it is about pushing each other's, like in a good sense, being inspired by the other. So there are a lot of little things. If some of you have done the 7 Commitments Challenge, you would have experienced a little bit of that. We do a very specific work so that we can change the perception on the little things that we have in our daily life, and that they can be so heavy on us sometimes, and they can be so painful. And through changing the perspective on things and our inner attitude, and being able to connect with gratitude, being able to connect with this curiosity, with this will, I want to, what do I want to, finish this sentence, I want to grow, I want to be happy, I want to be successful, I want to be myself, I want to be free. Just by acknowledging yourself, your wishes, and sharing those with the group of women that become the community of Master Your Feminine Energy, something builds inside. There's a power that builds inside. There's a passion that builds inside. And you see the others growing and you want to grow as well. You see the others sharing and you want to share as well. You see the others exposing themselves and you want to expose yourself. So it creates a very synergic movement among the participants, and I think that this is something that it is very, very special of the that and in the course, and that brings you a lot. It's, I don't know if you have experience in your life how it feels to have a group of people that they are going to support you, and that there's this energy of encouragement, that you know it is there, that whatever happens, you're going to put it there, you're going to put your seed there, and it is just going to be water, and it is going to have lots of sun, and it is going to flower, because there's no other way. And I think that Master Your Feminine Energy, it is like the perfect platform to experience that, so that you can embody this feeling and then be in the world with this feeling inside of you, and also being that support for the others from that point onwards. So I think this is one of the most special things about Master Your Feminine Energy. Also, that we work with the body, that we don't think about what we want, we feel it in our body, that we don't use our mind as much as our body. We go deep into our body to discover what is holding us back, what are our patterns that are not letting us be ourselves in our most expanded version and free version. And obviously, I'm not saying that in 11 weeks you're going to solve everything. I'm just saying that it is a very, very good starting point. And this doesn't mean that there are a lot of tools and that everything that you have done till now, it is not useful. Of course not. Everything is useful. If you've done it with honesty, it's useful for you, and I'm sure that it has been. I am just saying that this is something that can be added to the experience that you have. And we do it from this point of view of feminine energy, but we are actually harmonizing both energies. So we are using also acknowledging the masculine part inside ourselves and the feminine part. So the feminine would be the one that holds that space. And we are so used to hold that space and to be that support for the others. But what about you? I was not used to hold that space for me, to listen to myself and hold that space for my own needs and my own wishes. So we're going to learn both ways, first in ourselves and then share it with the others. And also we're going to connect with this masculine part that we also have. We're not going to be the ones waiting for the things to happen, but we're going to take action. We're going to make the steps needed, and we're going to go, with direction, determination. Because once you know what you want, it is clear. I see there's another question. What does it really mean in our daily lives to live through our feminine energy? Or how can it be represented or manifested? Well, for me, to live through our feminine energy, it would be like I was saying it before, this ability to have this clarity of observation present in your body, and acknowledging the space that you already occupy, and then you can hold that space. And when you acknowledge that space, this is a space that it is offering you the comfort, the peace, the love, so that everything with patience is a clue word, can take place and can develop and can flourish. And when the time is right, you're just ready to let go. So there's actually a lot of freedom and very little attachment from the pure feminine energy. So I would say that this would be the experience, to live through our feminine energy, to have this capability of just holding, just being there, but also with no attachment, because we have this confidence and trust that when the moment is right, when the baby can be born, it will be born and it will be into the world. So this is how I would experience this feminine energy, this capability of being there, present. And it is not about not doing. This is why sometimes we believe that the feminine energy is passive or accommodated, and it is because we are living it from the shadow. It is because we live this capability of being patient and of holding that space. We get too comfortable with that, and then we don't also include our masculine part, which is, hey, but we can also be in the move, we can also take action, we can also be determined. But there are not forces that are in contraposition, but they can actually go together. So it is very nice to see it from that way. Thank you, Anna, for your question, because you gave me an insight about how we sometimes live this like love or relationships from this attached point of view. And it is actually because we are living love from the shadow of the feminine energy, because we are holding that space and we believe we are the ones holding it, and that this means that something has to come back for us. And no, it's not important. We are holding that space because we are that space, and it is not about us. It is about the fact that we are that space that we hold, and there's no other intention but that. But all the things that are under our influence, let's say, all the people, all the projects, they are going to receive the love and the support so that they can grow. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. When it's time to let go, it's time to let go. Because we are still holding that space. And it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. It means that this is what it is needed now. And well, if it is not needed anymore, it is what it is needed, not to be needed anymore. So yeah, it's also very liberating, as I said before, to be able to live from that point of view of just being there and being there for yourself and for the others, and being able to be flexible, to adapt, to have this like higher view, like from the top of the mountain, that you can see everything. You can see how the trees and the flowers distribute, and the river and the animals, and you can see all the movement and all the beauty in all the movement. And so I guess this is also part of the feminine energy, to be able to have this broad perspective where you are not only looking at the little flower that you like and that suddenly someone came and smashed with the feet, but you're watching all the movement. You're watching the people going around, finding new places, the joy, the animals going from one side to the other, the river, the water flowing, and you see the different distributions of the trees, and it's like having the whole picture and understanding that there's always much more. And so this gives us the possibility to actually choose where we want to focus, and to leave aside identification also. So we are attached to the beauty of everything and not only to this small part that sometimes we see. So we can accept the comings and goings of life much more easier. So it is very nice. It is very nice. So, is there any other question or any doubts? I don't know if you've written them already, but well, if I were you, I wouldn't roll. For me, it's been a very nice journey, even as a participant and as a guide. And I am looking forward to it in this next edition, because you can always discover so much more. This is a long ride. So that's why I was saying at the beginning that it is not, I'm not saying that you're going to solve everything, but it is a very good starting point, as I said at the beginning. It is a way of observing yourself and life from a different point of view, maybe. And it is going to be sustained by this feminine energy. And we're going to make peace with that, because we have a lot of definitions and that come from the collective, and we need to rediscover what the feminine energy is and what we are, and that we are made of the feminine and the masculine energy, and to forgive ourselves for so many things. And this is a very deep work that we do in Master Your Feminine Energy, through the patterns, through the wounds, unhealed wounds that are stuck in our body. We're going to learn how to become aware of our own energy field, and how to sustain ourselves better, and even heal ourselves physically, and sustain and heal others. So it is going to be very powerful also at that level. And there's a lot of people that has already experienced that, and they have had very good experiences, because it also opens up a different way of communicating. Tanya is asking if I'm only going to speak in English, and today, yes. Tania, otro día haremos una en castellano, ¿vale? I'm just saying to Tania that someday we're going to do one in Spanish, because we are also going to open the Masteriza tu feminidad in Spanish, on November the 3rd, I think. So, en noviembre vamos a empezar Masteriza tu feminidad el 3 de noviembre. So, vamos a ir informando. We will keep you posted about that. Sí, va a ser en castellano también. So, but if you have any questions, si tenéis algunas preguntas también en castellano, no pasa nada, podemos aprovechar también ahora. So if you have any questions, it would be very nice to answer them. There would be... Also before, Anna was asking, how can it be represented or manifested? I can say that one of the things that we work a lot in Master Your Feminine Energy is also, there are two things. One is gratitude and the other one is responsibility. If you want to manifest something in your life, if you want to really change a specific situation you're living, it is very important that first you are responsible, and in terms of acknowledging the things that you've done, the feelings that you have, and the space for improvement that you have in your life. So if you want to manifest something, first you need to acknowledge all those things, and then understand that it is not that you're going to be waiting on your sofa and life is going to come to you and give you what you want. But the other way around, you're going to need to be outside in the world and actually show yourself and move yourself towards what you want, so that what you give to the world is what you're going to receive in return. So it is about giving. This is one of the most important things. You need to give something. You need to move. You need to show that you are present in your life and in yourself, moving towards what you want. And then life is going to help you. Also, life is going to help you to see what you don't want to see, and it is also going to help you when you are seeing and you really know what you want. So this is also something that we have very clear and that we work very specifically in Master Your Feminine Energy, or Masteriza tu Feminidad. And the other is gratitude. It is very, very important to be able to connect with the gratitude of all the experiences that you've lived so far, even the most painful ones. Because if you are committed to your personal growth, I am sure that you will have learned so much about them. And every time we go deeply into every wound and every situation we have lived, we discover so much, and there's freedom in every time that we go deep and that we feel that understanding and forgiveness and this gratitude. There's freedom, there's love flowing from there. So being able to connect with this gratitude of all the things you've lived and all the things you've learned, and the fact that you are the person that you are nowadays because you've gone through all the experiences that you've gone through. One cannot go separately with the other. So gratitude is a very, very important thing in order to manifest what you want. So, and this is also part of this feminine energy, the fact of being present and responsible and being grateful. It's like, if I want to manifest, if I want to change things in my life, first I need to focus on those things. apart from knowing what I want, apart from answering the question that what do I want, what do I need, it's just a fact of being grateful and being responsible and knowing that if you put some effort on it, you will get a reward. But if you do nothing, yeah, it won't happen. It will be very, very difficult. I mean, if you want to find a job, you need to go for it. You need to search. You need to do something. You need to send letters or send curriculums, whatever. If you want to eat, you need to go to the supermarket to buy food, and you need to cook it, right? So there's always something we need to do. And this movement, this taking action, it is very, very important. So this is the responsibility part, to know that what we give, it is what we are going to have in return, normally multiplied by 10. So this is another thing that I encourage you to do, to give, to be in the world, to be present for yourself, to be responsible for yourself, to know what you need, to know what you want, and to act, to move in life. Go for what you want and take chances. It doesn't matter if it is going to have a positive or a negative result. The fact of taking chances, it is what is actually already 90% of the benefit. It is a big, big step, and it is very, very beneficial for you. It is very satisfying also to be able to, you know, we all have those things that we are afraid to do. So think, what are the things that you are afraid to do in your life? Like most afraid. And some of them, maybe they will have also this part of, oof, I don't know if I could do that, but there's a part of me that, oof, I really would like to do that. Okay, observe inside yourself, and my advice would be to try it. Try to do it. Take your time, but try to do it. I remember that one of the things that was like that for me was the singing part. I loved to sing. I was one of these teenagers singing on the computer and recording myself. By that time it was the course, I think, that the CD that my sister had there, and I was singing along the CD and recording myself and then listening to myself. And I really liked it. And it was one of my dreams, just to be able to sing. But it was something that I didn't take very seriously. But it was like, come on, what am I going with that, you know? And then, well, it was just a hobby for me. So I did nothing about it. I did not take any singing lessons or anything. Although I liked it a lot, but you know, there are things that are actually going to pay the bills, and singing, it is not one of them. That was my belief. So I went for a career in biology and so on. But then I met my actual partner, and he also liked to sing. And one day he gave me as a present, he bought me a singing course, group singing course. And we went there for a month. And it was actually, I mean, at first it was very difficult for me because I was so ashamed. I mean, it was like, oh my God, but I don't know, you know, there was all these people, they all sang like super beautiful. And it's like, I don't have the voice, I cannot do that. But I was there, I was singing. And actually, I was enjoying myself so much. And then when the course finished, we started doing some private lessons. And we were just interpreting songs, like, I don't know, Bruce Springsteen, Sting songs, some Spanish songs also. and it was very, very nice. The fact of singing, out of my lungs a song, and as if I was a professional singer, and I was giving everything that I had in me every time that I sang a song. And it gave me a lot of self-confidence. It felt great inside, but that was it. I left it there. I didn't do anything else. It was just a feeling. Then I was very busy and I couldn't, have the time for that. So I decided to, it was a natural process. I just did not continue with that. But then I met a friend, and he was doing some, he's a singer, so he was singing, so he was doing some concerts. And my partner is starting also to go with him, and they were singing together and playing, and I was like, there was a part of me that was saying, but I want to sing also, I want to be there, but I was so ashamed. I mean, my voice was trembling. I was like 50%. One part of me was saying, I want to be there, and the other part was saying, oh no, hell no. So every time that he was saying to me, my friend, do you want to sing with us? I was like, no, I can't. And I was even sitting with them, but I couldn't. My voice could not come out, so I was very, very ashamed. And I have to say that after a while, I had my first concert with 400 people, and I was still ashamed, but I was there singing. And little by little it became, it was for me taking that chance of, wow, but I really like that. And when I am there, I am so much enjoying myself. So it's been really a process of me showing more and more of myself every time that I sing. And now we went for a tour with my partner singing. I've participated in a couple of CDs of albums of my friends, recorded ones. We've done several concerts with hundreds of people, and I have to say that I enjoy myself so much, and I am so happy that I decided to one day to take that chance. And right now I can have even songs where I mostly sing along. I sing alone, and it's very nice. It's very nice to have this possibility of just expressing yourself. So think about what is that you would like to do but you don't feel you can do, and try it out. Take that chance. Move towards it. Open that door, and you will find enjoyment. You will find power. You will find passion, satisfaction. And this is what Master Your Feminine is about acknowledging all our passions, acknowledging all our potentials, and activating them so that we can actually be what we want to be, the person that we want to be, and do what we really want to do. So I guess that if we don't have any more questions, I don't see any more questions, so I'll be finishing. And I would just like to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for being here. And I hope that I inspired you in some way. And if you want to know more about the program or about Masterízate and all the courses, you know that we have an Instagram, which is Masterízate, the one that I am doing this live connection, and also the Facebook page. And so you can write, message, or write in any post that we have and ask for more information and about this course or about any other course. And for those of you that are waiting for the Spanish version, I would say that in Spanish. Para los que estáis esperando para la versión en español, va a ser muy pronto. Yo creo que ya casi a partir de la semana que viene vamos a empezar a moverlo. Primero con un challenge sobre los compromisos. Vamos a ir ofreciendo diferentes cosas para que podáis ir teniendo la información. Y ya en noviembre pues nos unimos, nos vemos y empezamos este viaje juntas. Así que muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in some of our programs. Thank you so much. Bye.